KTN News.
So the latest political tension gripping the country is not a new phenomenon to Kenyans. However, unlike in the past, the current apprehension caused by electioneering is coming earlier than anticipated. But what really sparks intolerance among politicians who in turn cascade the same to their supporters? KTN senior political reporter Duncan interrogates on the ground report.
It is 18 months to go before the August 2022 general election, but already the country appears to be on the brink of precipice, given the politically charged atmosphere. Political formations are taking shape, so are the respective war chests and propaganda machines, and the masses are already being whipped to align respectively. A governance expert and political commentator, Javas Bigambo, explains this turn of events.
Kenya's politics has always been known to have identities and hooks every electioneering period. So the inclination towards particular identities, whether those identities are to do with tribal balkanization, to do as it is presently with class balkanization as well, or identities and separation, that dualism, the class dualism that is today being put forward as dynasty versus hustler, is purely an enhancement of the politics of identity that somebody uses as a hook for purposes of self-aggrandizement.
But what really sparks intolerance before elections? Why does the political class always ensure there are divisions? For instance, in the run-up to the deadly 2007-2008 post-election violence, the narrative then was 41 tribes against one. This in reference to the fact that whereas ODM, a newly formed party, enjoyed the backing of nearly 7 out of the then 8 provinces, PNU coalition was branded as a party enjoying the support of only one community, hence the phrase 41 against 1. Come 2013, as succession race gained momentum, the divisive card brandished was the International Criminal Court, ICC, that had lined up for Kenyans to stand trial with regard to 2007-2008 post-election violence. Jubilee Alliance successfully rallied their supporters against CORD, which they claimed was an ICC puppet. Come 2017, the giant NASA coalition was branded as chaotic and bad for the economy, and now a new narrative has emerged of hustlers versus dynasties, which is being interpreted as propagating class politics among Kenyans.
Today, this rebranding of the ethnic card still, but right now through the lenses of the class struggle and class perspectives, is tied to what you could say a cryptic thinking of Karl Marx, who talked about dialectic materialism. The materialism that separates the rich and the poor, the bourgeoisie and the proletariats. And this kind of materialism is what the side driven by Deputy President William Ruto is hooked on. Appreciating the fact that when you do a final analysis, the poor people in this country are the majority, and they are every corner you turn, and they are willing to listen to the message of an apparent savior.
At the center of this political storm is Deputy President William Ruto, who continues to champion the hustler versus dynasty politics, asserting that it is time for a paradigm shift in Kenyan politics.
The danger that is already there, the misinterpretation, already there is an unwillingness on the part of the drivers of this argument to correct that misinterpretation. They are not taking time to explain to the people. And this is where now the political elites are driving the masses into the holes, the doldrums. They are driving the masses into, and the entire country into a state of anarchy, a state of potential violence that already the signs are already being witnessed by any critical observer.
Based on the 2007, 2013, 2017 and forthcoming general election, it seems Kenya's general elections are increasingly getting to lethal levels of political intolerance, a complete opposite of the sober 2002 transition politics.
The bank of emotions is already filling up with deposits, and these deposits always lead to violence as the dividends. And already it has been manifest in Githurai. Already the Kisii situation has brought to the fore one hard fact.
For now, the political class seems less concerned. Their supporters are enjoying the thrills, as responsible government institutions tasked on taming the same watch from the periphery, ignoring the smoke, perhaps waiting for the real fire. Duncan, khaemba, KTN News.
Odinga does not have to be the president of Kenya.
Let's stay with politics and the frosty relations between President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy William Ruto recently